God bless you, my brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Robert here, and I'm just taking a break here this evening. Want to hit three things right now, and I want you to subscribe, like, and share this video right now. This video is being brought to you by DJ Lady Shay, #Kitty Gang. One of the best DJs in the country. She's literally DJing all over the country. She's based out here in Tampa and actually out of the country now, going international. DJ Lady Shay, she can do your Christian event, your club event, and your wedding, your party, whatever it is. But you got to book her up because she books up quick and she books up several months in advance. This video has been brought to you by DJ Lady Shay, #Kitty Gang. Check her out. First thing I want to talk about here today is that I was sitting and I was working on something, and I came across the breaking news about Mollie Tibbetts. Mollie Tibbetts. Many of you may or may not have heard about her. It's an Iowa college student, 18 years old. She's been missing for a month. And well, they found her body, and they also found the person that's alleged to, and he's actually confessed to interacting with her and was able to take them to the authorities to where the body was in a cornfield in Iowa. Mollie Tibbetts, 18 years old, and she, the murderer, alleged murderer is Christian Bahina Rivera. Yes, he's an illegal alien here in the United States of America. 24-year-old illegal alien was apprehended thanks to surveillance footage in the area, and he's an undocumented immigrant. Led detectives right to her body in rural part of the town in Poweshiek County, according to Iowa investigators. I'm reading this from the GatewayPundit.com just to give them post there, and also they referred to the Washington Post. The police say that Rivera had made advances on Tibbetts while she was out jogging and began running alongside her. When she threatened to call the police, the illegal alien said that he blacked out. A search had been underway for her body for 34 days after she went jogging and never returned. The search began when she did not show up at work at a Grinnell daycare the following morning. The body of the 20 years old, was discovered Tuesday in a field covered with corn stalks. He's now being held on federal immigration detainer. He's been reported in the country for 4 to 7 years. Now, folks, you can, no matter where you stand on this illegal immigration law, etc., that's got to touch your heart. We've got to do something, whether it's build the wall, tighten up on our policies, but it's something different. You know, there's a lot of murders happen all the time, and you never like to hear them. But for some reason, that just gripped me today when they found the body. And for some reason, I said, Lord, don't let it be another illegal alien. And sure enough, that's what it was. That's who it was. Folks, we got to do something, because everybody that comes here needs to come here legally. It's not being against immigrants, but it's coming here legally. And the problem is the legal way to come is so long and drawn out till, you're not guaranteed, but then to come here legally, it's not a problem. Matter of fact, there's the lady who had her baby in California. She's on her way to the hospital with her husband. She was going into labor. Both her and her husband were illegal aliens. And see, the part that the media left out on that was, yes, she was on her way to the hospital, but when the ICE agent stopped them, he was wanted for murder. Now, here's the thing about that. He's illegal here. His wife was illegal, but they have 5 children that are acre babies. So they didn't just pick them up and say, okay, we're just going to split this family up. He was wanted for murder in Mexico. And Mexico asked for the ICE. They had to go through all the proper channels to pick him up and extradite him. That's what Fox News alert there. Anyway, so we got to do something. This is happening more and more and more. And if we're going to talk about murders, let's talk about Chicago. 46 people shot this past weekend in Chicago. Between those two things there, we're going to wipe out a whole generation. But I digress. Please remember the Tibbetts family in prayer. No parent likes to lose a child. 18, 20, I'll give it 35, 40 years old. No parent likes to lose a child. But to live in that regard, just out jogging, minding your own business, and to get killed and murdered like that, left in a cornfield. Wow. Anyway, number 2, there's another story that kind of gripped me today. And that story is, hold on, we're going to find it here. Hold on. Bishop Roy E. Brown, New York. His widow, sweet lady, from what I can tell, Paula Scarlett Brown. She spoke briefly at his homegoing. And, well, I guess, well, here it is. She's been given an eviction notice from the Lord of the Bishop Brown's church that he founded and pastored. And they're basically, it's a $2.5 million home located in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, and it's owned by the church, so it must be a parsonage. Well, they've told her she got 10 days to get out or they're going to evict her. So apparently Bishop Brown didn't leave anything in place as far as some type of transition. They do have a pastor now. I think it's a female pastor. And so she's on the tail end, I think by the end of this week, on the tail end of those 10 days, she's being put out by the church that her husband founded, and so on and so forth. So that's interesting. I want to see your comments down below. Let me know, do you think the church is wrong for putting her out? Bishop Brown just died in June, and it's August, and so she did get a $100,000 insurance policy that the church had taken out on the bishop some time ago, so she did get that, but she's not allowed to stay in the home. Do you think that the church is doing this right? Do you think they should put her out, or should they give her a little more time? What do you think? Because it's clear that unfortunately a lot of our older pastors, a lot of time, they love the Lord and love ministry so much, they put their all in all their money, all their resources, their life, their health, everything into ministry, and then when they pass along, they don't leave their stuff in order, and then you always have some iteration of some type of mess that the family or the wife or the widow or whatever the case is left to deal with. Give me your thoughts. Should the church have put her out? Should they try to help her in some other way, or should they say, okay, listen, your time is up, get out of here? Let me know what you think. And also, what I want you to do is be sure to go to Church of God, the GoFundMe.com/Church of God Spiritual Revolution. Make a donation. Things are happening. I want to tell you that we're making a difference. They need your support. I don't get anything from this. I'm just doing this as a help for them. Please go to there, make a donation, $5, $10, $50, $100, one-time donation, and you can do it over multiple times. Why? Because things are happening. Things are happening. You got stuff happening in Sebring. You got stuff happening in Hallandale Church of God. You got stuff happening there in the church there in West Palm Beach. And there's a lot of, that word I talked about, begins with the R, that's going on. And my understanding is that when the members that were sued by the state administrative bishop, when they wrote a letter to international offices in Cleveland, Tennessee of the Church of God, they told them it needs about 2 years before they get around to dealing with them. 2 whole years. But here's the good thing I got to say about those saints who were sued by the state administrative bishop. Even though he sent the bill to the church for $6,000, and as you all know, for about 6 to 8 weeks, there have been 2 of West Palm Beach's finest, 2 of the police officers who've been paid time and a half on the weekend to do security as if there was going to be some type of outbreak there. 2 police officers every Sunday from before church started, Sunday school, all the way to after church, in church. They were 2 good members. They were paid to be there, but they were 2 good members. Well, I must say we're making the difference, because this past Sunday, there were no police officers there. There was no reason for them to be there in the first place, but still that was an expense that was put on the church by somebody who don't even attend the church. So go to Church of God, Spiritual Revolution at GoFundMe.com. Help them out. Put a donation. Spread the word. There's a lot coming down the pipe. I'm telling you. I am working on a study right now. It's going to be real soon, possibly by the end of this week, where we're going to be doing a comparative analysis of the Catholic Church and the Church of God, and the corruption and the comparison of the corruption of the two. As you all know, in Pennsylvania, 300 priests molested, pedophiles molested 1,000 boys over the course of 70 years. And the Catholic Church, the mother church, they say it was founded by the Apostle Peter, covered it up, moved them around, covered up their crimes. Those were crimes. Paid people off. And it was a system of corruption. And even that goes all the way to the Vatican. And so we see there that that's what's going on, and that's what's been happening. And I'm telling you, there is a parallel over the last 7 years in the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee, in Florida Cocoa Office, or as they used to say, the Church of God Colored Work. Yes, Church of God Colored Work. There are still churches in Florida whose deeds say Church of God Colored Work. Who uses the word color still? My God, are we still in the 1930s? Yes. They moved from colored to Negro. Yes, honey. Yeah, baby. Yeah, child. The Church of God Colored Work is still on some of the deeds of some of the black churches in the Church of God. And the Church of God Cleveland, Tennessee has not done anything to correct that. But anyway, I digress. We're going to be dealing with that in a very serious, well put together study about the comparison between the corruption in the Catholic Church and the Church of God. You don't want to miss it. Put your comments down below. Subscribe, like, share this video. Talk to me. You can email me at info@robcarpenter2.com. You can also sign up for text alerts to be the first one to know when another video is coming out. Let me know what you think about Bishop Roy E. Brown's widow being put out the house by the end of this week. Let me know what you think about this murder, senseless murder of Mollie Tibbetts in Iowa by an undocumented illegal alien. And then let me know what you think about the comparison that's coming soon. Catholic Church and the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee. Love you. Talk to you soon. Peace.